Over the past 18 months, my primary focus has been building my app, Semflow. This is an SEO tool. It works inside of Webflow and Framer, and building it over these past almost 2 years has been crazy. It's been far more difficult than I ever imagined. It's been exciting. We've learned a lot. And so in this video, it's going to be a little bit different than my normal videos because I want to open up about that whole journey and then also share with you what we have coming for Semflow, because I feel like we're kind of figuring this thing out and realizing what we need to do to really make this tool irreplaceable and make it really, really useful for the designers and developers that use it. So I'm excited to share this with you. Let's go ahead and dive into it. So like I said, building a software or an app is really difficult, especially if you have no experience in this arena, which is how I was when I started building Semflow. And when I started out, in my mind, it was going to be this really easy journey, right? We were going to build this SEO tool. Everybody was going to love it. Everyone was going to use it. We were going to make millions of dollars and everybody was going to win. But what I realized was, well, first off, when we started out, it was actually met with some pretty negative criticism. And we realized really quickly that you're never going to get it right on the first try, right? There is a lot that we've needed to refine and change and improve. And so what I thought was going to be like this initial launch and success has turned into almost 2 years of grinding and getting feedback and getting, running into bugs and having people frustrated at us. And it really is much different than I ever imagined it would be. But it also is something that actually really gives me energy and excites me. It's so cool to have this product, right, that is your baby, and it's not perfect. It's far from perfect, in fact. And you've got all these people that are using it and telling you what it needs and what it's missing. And it's almost like this community effort to make it better. So to rewind a little bit and explain this tool, Semflow is an SEO tool. And yes, there are a lot of SEO tools out there. And so when we set out, the goal was to solve a very specific problem, which was designers or creatives that use tools like Webflow. They often don't understand SEO or don't think about SEO before they launch a website. And so we wanted to come in and fill that gap and say, hey, we've got this Webflow app. It opens up in Webflow, it audits your site, it tells you your SEO score, and then it basically is a simplified checklist to show you what you need to do to optimize the site and get it ready to launch, and then hopefully to rank on search engines. And so initially, the tool looked pretty hideous. And in fact, it wasn't even an official Webflow app because we launched it before the Webflow or Framer marketplaces even existed. And so initially, it was actually a Chrome extension that was an overlay on Webflow. So it kind of made it look like it was part of Webflow, but in reality, it was just a Chrome extension that would open up over the top of Webflow. So it was really buggy. It ran into a lot of issues when trying to crawl websites. Our algorithm to determine the SEO score was a little bit finicky. And so we just ran into a lot of these issues early on that took some time for us to refine. Now, for me, it's really fun to look at those early designs and what the tool looked like. And we even had people create content reviewing Semflow when it first came out. And most of those were very negative. People saying that the tool didn't do very much, it was buggy, it didn't look good. So I love looking at that tool early on and then kind of comparing it to this, beautiful refined app that we have now. But seeing that progress live, seeing this app that has gone through so many changes and revisions really is a very cool thing. So the tool itself now seems to be in a really great place. This is after hundreds of thousands of dollars and thousands of hours of dev time and, thousands of users giving us feedback and lots of those canceling early on. And after that process, we are left with what the app is now, which I feel like is pretty slick. It's got a really complex algorithm to audit your site and then return a score. It's going to show you all of your static pages, CMS pages, and then within each of those pages, it's going to give you a step-by-step of what needs changed or refined or optimized, and it basically walks you through the whole process. Now, we've also been working on the actual dashboard that does not pull up in Webflow or Framer, but this dashboard allows you to manage all of your different sites. And we've got some really awesome plans for this dashboard now that it's just recently been updated for you to do a lot more with reporting, showing your clients exactly what you've done, and also just allowing you to provide a better service as you're providing SEO to those clients. So one of the other things that we really tried hard to figure out is how can we simplify this whole process of keyword research, which is very important, right? You have to have specific keywords for each page of your site. This is how Google knows how to rank those pages. And so we wanted to simplify this process mainly because traditional like in-depth keyword research costs a lot of money. To use a tool, you're going to spend hundreds of dollars to get all of that data. And so we tried to simplify that process to say, okay, you can search a keyword and we're going to tell you exactly how much monthly search volume there is, and then also the keyword difficulty. And then we also added an additional feature, just barely, which is going to give you additional recommended keywords and show you search volume and difficulty. So this is going to allow you to pick a keyword, save it within the Semflow database, and then Semflow is going to help you integrate that keyword throughout the entire site. So in your page title, your headers, your meta descriptions, and then of course you can use AI to generate better page titles and meta descriptions using that keyword. So my feelings as of right now about Semflow, and certainly this might be biased, but it's a great tool. It's at a really great spot. We've got well over 1,000 users that are using it consistently, and I feel like it's stable. And this allows us to kind of take the tool now and say, what can we do to add new awesome tools and features and capabilities? And then we can just kind of start stacking these other awesome things on top of the tool to make it even more valuable, to make it stickier so people don't cancel. We want people to use this tool every day, every week, every month. We want it to be integrated into your process. But even more importantly, we want this tool to be essential to your process of offering SEO to clients. And so we're trying to do a lot of cool things in terms of white label reporting, managing different sites and projects. And this is really going to help you just offer a better service, because when you can offer a great service, you're getting paid thousands of dollars a month. And also you don't want to cancel Semflow because it's integral in that whole process. And in that situation, it's a win-win. We win because we have consistent users. You win because you have a great tool that does everything you need, and you're spending way less than you would using a tool like SEMrush or Ahrefs. And so that's kind of our ultimate goal. All right, so with all of that said, the last thing that I want to chat with you about are the new tools and features that we're going to be adding to Semflow this year. And these are things that we're hoping to add hopefully here in the first quarter. And then we're just going to continue to add cool, valuable things to it. I don't ever see us stopping with Semflow. We're never going to stop improving it. And I do think that these plans that we have are going to be a great step in the right direction. All right, so the things that we plan to add first off are our new task interface. And so this is going to be a pretty big UI update to the app. Not only are you going to be able to optimize page by page, but you're also going to be able to see the task view, which shows you all of the different SEO optimization tasks that need to be done. And then also it's going to show those errors and which pages they occur, so you can quickly go to those pages and fix those errors. So I believe that this is going to be a really beneficial way for you to optimize and choose the tasks that are most important and going to move the needle most in terms of your site's rankings. So outside of those new UI updates, we are also currently building several new tools that you're going to be able to access right in Semflow. And so we are going to have an individual panel for all of these tools. First off, we are building a meta speed editor, which is just going to be a quicker way for you to get in and see an entire list of all of your pages and update the page titles, meta descriptions, and also keywords right here inside of this sheet. We're also working to add a robots.txt builder and also a schema builder. These are kind of core tools that most SEO softwares have. So we want to make sure that these are available to you. Now, the last two things that we're doing, I'm really, really excited The first is for all agency plans, because we just added an agency plan for Semflow. All of those agency users are going to have free access to the entire library of SEO lessons. So this is an SEO course that traditionally I have sold for a few $100s. Now all of those lessons are going to be available for all agency users. Now the reason that I'm doing this is because I want to make sure that we give you all of the tools that you need to succeed. So if you are on an agency plan, you're going to have all of the training that you need to understand the entire SEO process. There's also going to be lessons on how to find SEO clients, how to manage those clients, how to do monthly reporting. All of that is going to be included, again, because if you can find success offering SEO using Semflow, that's a win-win. And the final thing that I'm the most excited about, this is actually a feature that I have wanted for a long time, and that is white label reports. Up to this point, the reports inside Semflow are pretty basic. It currently is just showing you your scores, your improvement, and then also it's showing you all of the remaining errors and warnings. What we want to do is allow you to white label these reports with your logo. You're going to be able to determine what is shown on that report. So you can really only show your clients the things that you want them to see, the things that are most important. You're also going to be able to add additional tasks and show them all of the things that have been completed so far, because oftentimes in SEO, early on, you're not going to have a lot of results to show. So instead, what you're going to need to do is show them all of the tasks that have been done. And those are the things that are going to bring results months down the road. And so this report really is going to be kind of the most essential part of those early months of an SEO campaign. And I want to make sure that you can customize those as needed to fit the way that you like to offer SEO. So I'm really pumped to share all of these new tools and features. I'm really excited about this new agency plan that we rolled out. I think that's going to set the foundation for all of these new updates that we have coming. The last thing that I want to say to all of you is, if you have been a user of Semflow, I really appreciate the support. If you were one of those early users that maybe didn't find as much value in the tool, I would invite you to come and give it another try. If you are a current active Semflow user, you're awesome. I appreciate you. I appreciate the feedback that you provide us. And I genuinely am trying to make this tool as wonderful and amazing as possible so you find true value in it. And so please let us know anything else that you think we can do to make this tool even better. So thank you for watching this video. Thank you for watching my channel. I've got lots of awesome content coming out here in the coming weeks, so stay tuned.